Oh, hey, hi, hello. Welcome to the stream where Ian is indeed the asshole. Um, we
Killer
have,
intro.
thank you. We have the full, the fullest of full casts this evening. Um, so I can only imagine all of the dem- demolition that's going to happen this session. Especially, now that Eva's here to punch holes through Benny. But that will be a conversation for later. Um, we're going to go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing this evening, and go over a slight recap. We'll go ahead and start with the person who enjoys leaving us behind, Hannah.
Hey, I'm Hannah. Enjoy leaving people in the dust. And I'm playing Eva, the Bruja, and definitely like to get my hands dirty with all the fighting that I can get into. But my coterie doesn't always see that.
You said Carter really weird, but uh,
Yes, that too.
The
Yeah, I
Carter.
don't think Dimitri has any problems with it.
yeah, I was gonna say you said Carter really weird.
True.
Speaking of Warren,
I'm Warren. I'll be playing Carter or Coterie, depending on how you decide to pronounce it tonight. I like being left in the dust and coming back from sessions that I happen to miss to find out we blew up a bunch of things. So I love my teammates; they're the best. Oh, and I'm a Tremere.
oh, there we go, nailed it.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I play Dimitri, the Ventru, and I'm glad I brought my hip waders because it's getting a little high in here.
Wow, wow.
Whoa.
Uh, Next up, we have Ian.
First off, I'm confused as to how you said my Ian.
Ian.
But
Ian.
anyway, I'm Ian. I'm playing Michael, the Ravnas, that may or may not be an anarch, according to these people. I know where he stands. I just whatever, man. All right, mind your business.
Ian, I have one question for you. What do you mean these people?
The people I'm in the room with at the moment, these people.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just making sure. And last but not least, we have Donnie.
I'm Donnie, and I'm a Melkavian. I feel like I'm announcing something for like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Hi.
Hi, Donnie.
Are you
Oh, and I'm
also-
playing Benny.
Is Benny also Malkavian or?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. That's fair.
We're one and the same.
You know what? Most Malkavians are.
So Benny is like a voice inside your head.
Well, I'm the voice. Well, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Who's the body and who's the other personality?
The lines are too blurred. It's hard to tell. It's kind of just one person with two names, and sometimes different thoughts.
This is
I don't know.
way too meta for a Malkavian conversation.
I think it's spot on for a Malkavian conversation.
Painfully is. But last week we had a very interesting, relaxing session where Carter and Dimitri were able to start, just hanging out, figuring out what's the next on their to-do list, because they don't have burnings or buildings burning down or weapons of biological destruction being rained down from the skies. Everything is sort of peaceful. Eva went and was missing for a little bit as she handled some stuff, and they had a couple of guests come in. A kindred that introduced themselves by the name of Michael with their macaw, and a rather excitable Benny, who was just ready to and eager to get to know the truth, even if it means bursting in and, wanting to know all the goods, everything, forever and always. Amen.
The door was unlocked. I wouldn't call it bursting in. I was more or less welcomed in. except for the lack of an open sign.
But you guys were able to have a conversation as Dimitri went downstairs to go get a steak to put Benny on ice for a little bit. The conversation continued between Benny and Michael about why a macaw in Indianapolis during the winter without a coat. And while this was going on, Carter had a premonition that there were two different streets. One had the body of the Baron staked and decapitated. The other one had 3 members of the Primogen also staked and decapitated. Each with a shadowy figure sort of looming over with the background of the monument circle that you guys know that the Ivory Tower holds currently as its headquarters. You did see the rest of the party that you are surrounding yourself with currently standing next to you. Michael was a little bit almost like in and out of phase, if you will, while you felt a very warm, fuzzy feeling about Benny, sort of like the rest of your coterie. As Dimitri came back up with the steak, Carter gave Dimitri a look of, I wish we could, but we need him. And that is where we ended the session. You guys you guys went out and hunted, excuse me, right before. We are now coming back after everyone has went out on their hunt. And when you guys return, all 4 of you guys return, and you guys do see Eva, looks like has returned as well from wherever she has went off to. So you guys are currently in the front portion of the bookstore that you guys have. Reconvened. The 5 of you. And scene.
And go.
I feel like we all need
Before we
to
start-
roll to resist temptation based off of last week's. We all lose one.
I just had the stupidest idea, and I just have to get it off my chest before I forget it.
Yeah.
When this bookstore burns down and we are coming up with yet another haven, it needs to be a high fashion store called the Coterie. And I'm done.
But is it spelled COAT?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
We sell coats and jackets. Great coats.
I didn't realize Carter was now a Toreador.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
That's fair.
Gonna be one of those nights.
So yeah, you guys all have returned. The macaw has stayed and not tore anything up.
Right. Absolutely.
He's a well-behaved Famulus.
Michael's a great
So
bird.
is Eva just like got her feet up, kicking it in the library when we come back in, just like nothing happened?
Yeah, basically. Although when you guys walk in, I'm gonna stand up really fast.
Oh,
Okay. I'll kind of walk over to her and say, "Little sister, is feel like forever." I'll pick her up in a big bear hug and kind of shake her around.
I'm going to push myself off the bear hug. What the fuck are you doing? And then I pull him aside.
Well, it feels like I have not seen you in a long time.
It's been 3 days, and who are these people with you?
Oh, this guy, his name is Michael. He's very nice. He makes a lot of sense. Nice guy. The other one, well, we came this close to staking, but Carter says it's important he still stick around.
Benny Blankenship. Sorry, I came in a little hot. Get excited
He
around new
does not
views.
make a lot of sense.
And why are they still around?
Well, Michael, the good news, we get a letter from Nessa. We have been approved to expand our territory. It was put to a vote, and, she said, "You got it, Jack."
That is
Okay,
a
so
direct
she-
that That is a direct quote. That's what she told me to tell you.
She is seneschal now, and apparently Prince is not feeling so good since, the whole debacle at Elysium.
Okay. So that note and us getting more territory involves these guys?
Well, it involves Michael because Nessa thought that he could be of benefit to us. He does this kind of thing, sort of special operator, helps with greasing skids, yes?
100%.
The
You gotta
what?
grease the skids. You gotta grease the skids. If you're not greasing
Gotta
the
grease
skids,
those skids.
Okay.
if the skids aren't greased, your pants aren't creased. Okay, that's the way that goes.
I'm right now, Michael. I'm not talking to you.
No, that's fine. All right, fine.
Now, I will in a minute. Just let me
No.
figure all of this out.
Yeah.
And
Take
that
my
phrase
bird and go
is the
somewhere else.
weirdest phrase that I've heard.
Take my bird and hang out over here. Come here, little Michael. And we'll just kind of go wander around and look at books.
Is the bird a spy?
The bird is a bird.
I think they call it a macaw.
Squaw!
Macaw. Okay. Got it. Macaw.
He's bird.
Little Michael Macaw.
Michael, you have a weird accent.
Michael.
Michael McCaughey. Is this it? I'm good.
All right. Hey. Sorry, still looking at books. I'll leave you alone.
So what's the plan and where were you guys?
Okay, well, we had to go get snacks because everybody was feeling a little peckish. Things got kind of intense. We thought we could use a break.
Yeah, snacks are good.
And we didn't expect you to come back. You just kind of left, and even Hunter didn't know where you were, so it was like big mystery. You don't write, you don't call.
I've learned my lesson with the cell phone, calling, texting. Writing, so old fashioned.
I am wounded.
Well, I'll write next time so that you're not so wounded.
Thank you. I get you a little kiddie notebook.
I can't even.
But, Carter, come here. You explain why we keep the other guy around.
Is it really? Is it the time? I mean, he could hear us
She
through
has
walls.
questions. Who does?
Isn't Benny still here?
Yes.
Benny? Yes, he's right there.
Well, yeah. So,
I'm right here.
I mean,
Hey, Benny, do me a favor. Why don't you go get in your car, turn up the music really loud, and just give us a minute, okay?
Why can't he just stand right over there?
it's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Look, guys, I could take a hint. I came off a little strong. I apologize. Maybe you're not against the prince or whatever. I'll go wait in the car. It's fine.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Benny. So, long story short, Dimitri was ready to stake the guy. I kind of got it, but blood magic nonsense. He's going to be important. He's going to help. We need him around. How sometimes I get those visions, and it's like I know what's going to happen, or I get a hint about what's coming. He's important.
Okay, so you had a vision with Benny in it. What about Michael?
Michael just seems like a cool dude.
Sus.
He was also in the vision, but a little less clearly. But I'm sad to say, Benny, I'm sure about.
I'm a little concerned why you were this close to staking him and not just actually doing the deed, but if you say he's important, then I guess.
The
Well, you know
steak
what?
was in the other room. That's 100% of why it didn't happen. Also, you weren't here.
Anything
Fair.
you should be thanking me. I've clearly pointed out the flaws in your storefront here. You can hear it from the street. Conversation. Maybe invest in some soundproof glass.
You could hear it from the street.
Yeah.
So
from
if
the
you're
other side.
standing outside, you can hear this conversation.
Well, it was not this far in, but they were right inside the store, and I could hear them because I was outside on the other side of the glass. The glass was not very good at the soundproofing. You're welcome.
Thank you. Are you going to donate towards these windows that you're suggesting?
No.
Well, okay. Money would be great. It's a little tight right now. We just lost our other business, but that's cool.
No, it's still running. It's good. No problem.
So we're making money off
It's
of it right now?
revenue stream. Indeed.
What do you guys sell here? Books?
I don't even know if we've sold a book yet.
What clued you in?
The books.
I can tell why you're a very good investigative reporter. Nothing gets by you.
Well, that's why I usually ask questions. There's a lot of questions in my head, and I like verbal answers. Visual ones, you can't trust what you see.
From the other side of the store. Y'all saw any James Patterson?
I said we should carry James Patterson. He's like, no, first editions only.
Do y'all have any really bad adventure novels that are written poorly?
I think there's some Lord of the Rings up there.
Is that Michael? Or is that a customer?
That's Michael yelling from the other side.
The door's still unlocked. I told you, I
Somebody-
didn't barge in.
Somebody left some My Little Pony fanfic. I think I filed it under the desk over on the side. If you're looking for it,
Need some sweat.
I'm not gonna say dibs, but dibs.
Little Michael.
Dibs.
Now, I was also sent here from
My
a
Little Pony.
mysterious voice, not necessarily a vision like Carter here, but usually when the voices tell me to go places, about 50-50, I get something out of it. So there's a story here somewhere.
Has anyone ever told you the more you talk, the worse you make things for yourself?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, just making sure.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't make.
This is true.
Okay, now that I know
Yes.
how Benny kind of got here, Michael, what made you come to our glorious bookstore here?
Michael comes back around the corner with just like a stack of books that he may or may not be considering buying. And they're all kinds of dumb stuff like cooking for dummies and other like weirdly mortal things that he's never gotten to experience. He's like, I'll read about it. But I'm sorry, I was engrossed in the books. What was that?
How did you come by this glorious bookstore that we have here? Which
Oh, I got a phone call.
Are you? You got a phone call
Mm-hmm.
from Dimitri Carter?
No, it was actually Nessa. Nessa called me and was like, hey, you have a coterie out there who's all set and good to go to start expanding and growing. They might need an extra set of hands. Can you go check on them? So I rocked out this way, said, what's up?
Spy. Excuse me.
If either of us is a spy or a cop, it's you there, question man.
Did someone say something about a spy? I just had to clear my throat.
True. My bad. No, but like that's how I got here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
So you're
Nessa-
friends with Nessa?
Friends is a very loose term. I am friends with her money.
I can respect that.
I'm friends with her money, and that's where I'm gonna end that statement.
So you're getting money to hang out with us.
Well, don't think of it like I'm getting paid to be friends with you. That's just depressing. I'm here. I'm working, and whether or not we become friends while I'm working is completely up to y'all.
So are we giving you the job
No,
or jobs?
no. All the money's coming from Nessa.
No. I'm not paying you. I'm just asking, are you just here for us to tell you what we would like you to do?
I mean, a little bit. I wouldn't think of me in regards as like an employee. I think I'm more in the vein of like an autonomous contractor. So you
A
give
consultant.
me a consultant. That's a great word. Thank you. So you kind of give me the vibe of what you're trying to get done, and I'll see what kind of connections and means I have to help you get that done, and then boom. I may be in and out from time to time, but I'm around. Oh, Dimitri, you had asked if I had any contacts around Anarchville over there, and I do have one, so I can reach out and see if I can't get us to sit down.
That would be perfect. Thank you, Michael.
Absolutely. See, Eva, that's what I do. I make phone calls. I put people together. Think of me as like an agent, right? As like your agent. You're not necessarily like a manager, but I'm helping putting things together.
I guess I didn't realize we needed help with that.
I never said you did. Again, I got paid to come out this way. So if you don't need me, I'd be more than happy to make a phone call and say they said no. Please provide me my money.
No, it sounds like Dimitri needs you.
Okay. It's nice to be
I
needed
take
sometimes.
personal offense to this. I need no one.
You know what? I know you don't need anybody there, big guy, but you know what? I'm gonna help you anyway. All right. You're a big old strong man who don't need no help, but I'm down to help you.
This is what friends do. Yes.
100%.
I feel like Eva's thinking, I leave for 2 minutes and the idiots multiply.
That's exactly what was just going through my head. I was just about to ask, Carter, how does this happen? Every time that I'm gone for a few days, we somehow get extra kindred in our midst.
I honestly don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not my fault.
Hey, let me back the bus up for you, my friend.
I didn't say it was Dimitri's fault. It's Dimitri's fault.
It's kind of implied if it's not your fault, it's my fault.
Dimitri, it's just so easy to pin everything on you.
I mean,
This is
one of us was running
usually
around
I'm
making
responsible.
deals.
And for the benefit of all of us, so we can grow. Is this not what we are here for?
That's actually exactly why I'm here, is to help you grow.
I was just here for the books. So,
Of course.
I mean, I
This is all
guess.
very fascinating. It's great to see how you work as a group together.
Well, I'm glad you think we're fascinating.
Where's that
Benny.
steak?
Can only stake him a little.
We can only kind of stake him.
I think that's just superficial damage at that point.
Like aggressively
All right.
cutting him.
Right.
As fun as it would be for us all to sit around and blame Dimitri for whatever, let's let's move forward. So we've got all this extra help. Let's take advantage of it.
And what is it that you would like to do first?
Like to do. We're way past that. But it seems like we're supposed to be expanding out of this territory, which is Anarch territory, which means we should probably have a conversation with the Baron, who is probably a little upset that we never returned the other Baron and
Hold on,
also killed
Carter.
some Thin Bloods.
Remember, we're going to try the tactic of talking to this guy Michael knows first. Remember, you can only call Mr. Top Shot once.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting there. But yeah, I think we should use Michael's contact.
Now, I want to put this out there. Me and this contact of mine, we're not like friends. We are very strictly business acquaintances. All right?
We are looking to establish a business relationship.
Okay. Just making sure that we're on the same page as far as that goes. Like, I'm not going to promise you, oh, yeah, hey, we're going to go over there and they're going to make us all scrambled eggs and give us, I don't know, drugs.
Is this common in America?
I don't.
Scrambled eggs and drugs?
I don't. I'm just thinking of things that people enjoy. Yeah. So
Together? Like you put drugs on your scrambled eggs?
I mean, I never have, but I'm
Dimitri.
sure somebody does.
Once upon a time.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Benny was before the embrace. If Benny was kind of about those cocaine eggs, like Coke and eggs in the morning.
The 80s are great.
Sad I didn't get to actually live through them. Anyway, I can make that phone call. Bruce, I'm going to go make that phone call.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly who it was. I just know that they were adjacent to the Baron.
Let me take a look.
Because I did not put them in my notes, I don't think. I did not.
You're just actually just the worst.
I know. I do it to keep you on your toes. I do it to be helpful.
Okay. I do remember them, and as a reminder, they are out. You asked, you had a contact within the Indy area. They are not within the direct area of where they're looking to expand, but this is a contact you have out of it. But it is a Baron Anson is who you are calling. It is indeed a Baron.
Baron Anson. All right. Yeah.
You go ahead and make the phone call.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know if you remember me. We had dealings a while back. My name's Michael. I have a couple of people who you might be interested in talking to, and I would love to set an appointment to come have a chat about some business opportunities. Is that something that you would be interested in?
It could be. What do I get out of it?
What? You get some contacts. You get some names to faces. You get. I don't want to put too many cards on the table before we have a chance to actually chat. So maybe we talk shop, talk dealings, a little more in person.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you an address. Meet me at this location in 2.5 hours.
All right. That sounds perfect. We will see you there.
Sounds wonderful.
All right. Bye.
Goodbye.
After the phone call ends, was there any sort of weird vibe to the way that the Baron agreed to that? Is that something I should be worried about?
Not necessarily. You could definitely get the tone he was either preoccupied or frustrated with something.
Okay.
But other
That's
than
fine.
that, no.
All right, cool. So in that case, I'll head back to the group. Got us an address. Well, I'll be getting an address. We need to.
Buzz, buzz.
Yeah, there we go. There's the address. So we've got a meeting with. We got a meeting with them in like 2.5 hours. So make yourselves presentable. We are going to speak to a baron. So be cool.
Is formality an important thing to Anarch Barons?
It's not important. I mean, I wouldn't say
Is
there's not the
there
same.
like a dress code?
It's the movement. What you're comfy in that's not like completely unpresentable. You're meeting a baron. You're not meeting a prince. Does that make sense? Like there's certain respects that are in play, but there's no like pomp and circumstance to it.
Gotcha.
Is this your first time meeting a baron?
You know, purposefully, yes.
Okay. I'll accept that
The
answer.
last one we should have brought dog treats for, is I think what Dimitri's saying.
Was that y'all?
Yes.
I mean, but I'd heard rumblings. I knew that y'all were busy. I didn't know you were that kind of busy. Damn. Maybe I should go to this one by myself then.
So you guys put the leash on Baron Joshua?
No. I just meant we were at Elysium.
No.
So was Baron Joshua.
Yeah. We were
Oh.
there. We sold that.
You get a very obvious wink from Michael. But,
So
yeah,
which
2.5
Baron
hours.
is it?
Damn, I'm so bad at this name.
Anson.
Anson. Yep, Ansel, Anson, Armisen.
Yeah, I should probably not go. It's probably best if I stay behind.
You got
Wasn't he
you
in
got
that boy
history?
band?
Hanson is who you're thinking of.
I gave the final death to his father.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Yes.
Wait.
Well,
sounds
when I
like a
told
bad
him, he
idea.
seemed a little chapped about it.
Yeah.
Bruce, can I get a politics roll or something to see what I know about Anson?
Yeah, absolutely. It will
Is
be
it,
intelligence plus politics, but it is going to be a DC 4 because you are not native to this area.
I assume willpower refreshed.
Indeed, it did. Everyone, your willpower did refresh if you were or not up to full. Ooh.
There we go. So that's what, 4, 5, 6 successes.
7 successes because of the critical.
Oh yeah.
Things you know about, from what you've heard about Baron Anson. Toreador Baron, Baron of Avon. So you guys actually were technically in his domain the first time you guys met. Also blew up his domain.
You're making life harder and harder for me here, gang. I'm doing my best, and you just can't keep it together.
But that being said, there's probably not a whole lot of, Kindred left in that area. But very.
What is that? I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, very, very. But he's still untested. after just gaining baronship within the last about year and a half ish. Just recently just gained that baron title, so people have been trying to figure out what sort of baron he is, but it's been really not tested.
And refresh my memory. What was the terms of our? When did we meet, Hanson?
You guys, well, Dimitri met the old, Anson's father, like the first night, and then also delivered the final death. But you guys met Baron Anson at Elysium, and he had one of his members, either of his coterie or a guard, or that someone that was just in his protection detail, run up to the Baron, or run up to the Prince, and was just absolutely just ran through.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as any kindred that may or may not have died due to propane and propane accessory related injuries, they never pinned that on anybody specifically, right?
Not from a Camarilla standpoint, they have not. Since only real people that really know about the dealing are Primogen and Prince. But no, a lot of other people think it's sort of back and forth between who actually caused the damage.
Okay. Yeah, sounds like fun.
All right. So again, make sure you're ready. Is there anything I need to know about from y'all before we walk into this? Because again,
Pretty much what I think you need to know. I told you. I mean, I killed his father.
okay, just making sure. Because I'm sure it's going to come up. How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about killing his father?
Yeah.
It was the right thing to do. His father broke one of several of the tenets. He surrendered himself to the prince. He knew what his fate was.
Okay. Okay, that helps. Cool. All right.
I feel like, no offense, Benny, I feel like we should ask you what you feel about this situation and what might come up on your end when we go in.
Good question.
I'm cooler than a polar bear's toenail. I'm a little bit more worried about going to a baron whose father you killed. He might not see things as level as you see things, and maybe if your goal here is to seek help with the baron of this thin blood area, I think it might be high risk. But I'm going along for the ride.
All right.
You hear any voices that say anything different?
Just crickets.
Are the crickets saying anything?
They're just singing.
Is it literally crickets, or like figuratively you're not hearing anything right now?
It's hard to tell.
I used to be able to actively make a cricket noise. I can't do it anymore.
I think they're not real crickets because it is snowing outside.
That's valid.
I have concerns.
When we go to meet this Baron, can I leave Lil Michael here?
Little Michael is always welcome.
I love it. See, Lil Michael? Told you, you're like family, all right?
You know what I will do real quick? I don't think it has to be obvious to anybody, but I'll send out some messages out to the cobweb to any nearby Malkavians And what was this guy's name? Anson of Avon.
Yep.
Baron Anson. Cool. Uncool.
Okay. Is that
Sending out-
from the cobweb lore sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just sending that out
And
to whoever may be able to communicate back.
Okay. Understood. Anything else you guys would like to do, I guess, before preparation on this meet?
I think I'm pretty good to go.
I don't have anything else.
I'm solid.
Yeah, no, good to go.
Okay. And what is the way of transportation for everyone?
I've got my truck.
Okay. Is everyone
everybody-
hopping into the truck?
I could pile everybody into my truck.
Got my Cadillac.
That is a little bit cooler than my truck.
Got, 3 seats in the back row. Yeah, 3 people probably pretty comfortably. I'm not sure about Dimitri. Actually, I don't know what anybody looks like. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I think I can fit everybody in the car.
All right. Down to
You good driver?
I'll ride with Benny.
As good as I need to be.
Okay, I ride with you, Benny.
Okay.
yeah, I'll go with Benny. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Little Michael. You could die.
Not helpful, little Michael.
What is this? About an hour drive, maybe? To
It's-
Avon?
yeah, to at least to the town, it's about an hour and 15. Where the location at the address actually is hasn't been looked up yet to see what it is, so it's hard to tell. But at least like the city itself is.
I'll go ahead and I'll look into where that address is.
All right.
Swear to God, if it's in the middle of a field with a burned down barn, we're not going.
I mean, if it's anywhere off road, the Cadillac really drives best, especially with
Yeah.
the icy conditions on
If it's
road.
if it's off road, we'll take the truck. It's fine.
No, it's actually in smack dab in the middle of Avon. It is a location of a restaurant.
Is it a Denny's?
It is not a Denny's. It is a
Say it, you coward. Say it, you coward.
restaurant named Pizza King.
Fuck yes, it is. I've been waiting for this the entire time I've been listening to this show. God damn, I love that place.
So yeah, looks like it's a pizza restaurant.
Cool. All right, then. While we're driving, I'm going to look at their menu.
Okay.
Because why not?
Yeah, I mean, none of it sounds appetizing whatsoever.
I just want to know.
Yeah, I mean,
Curious.
pizza and pizza accessories,
Yep.
Do you enjoy the mortal? Do the mortal life intrigue you?
It's been a while since I've lived it. So, I'm just out here looking at the innovation since I've been not mortal.
I do feel like pizza was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, right? Pizza had to be great. I feel like I kind of I lied a little bit ago, but I feel like pizza was really at the peak when I died. So how much better could it have gotten?
When was that? When was that? I mean, I know that's kind of personal, but like, when was that?
So time kind of blurs. You know, at a certain point, you kind of forget what year it is. You know what I mean? But that was pretty much right at the start of '90.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys hear about that restaurant
So
that used to sell pizzas as a sex ring?
What?
What?
I don't think it was Pizza King, but I know there was one of them around here. The menu was pizza, but it was actually sex slaves stuff.
That's bizarre.
You probably didn't hear it in your mainstream news.
Probably didn't.
I think you're
so
right.
Mike, can you explain to Dimitri and I what is the deal with wings?
Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about some wings. If there's
Every year's
one
parrot.
thing, I don't know. This chicken, it's not Macaws. I would never go at Lil Michael like that. Good lord. And I'm down to just rant about wings while we drive there if we want to fade out on this.
I like it.
Like, if there's one thing I miss from mortal life, it is wings.
It's just gonna be talk radio all the way there.
Talk radio talking about wings, let me tell you.
You guys do arrive to this building, and it is a decent sized parking lot with a bunch of fast food places around it. But you do see this half brick, half glass building in front of you. And the first thing you notice, it says Pizza King. But besides the little character that's dressed up as a king, you just see trains everywhere. It doesn't make any sort of sense why trains and Pizza King is sort of combined together. But like all the booths are like individual aisles are, trains. But
They traffic the people in.
but you go and you can check the front door, which is open. If you go in straight, you do see the front counter, what looks like a place where you could order, or you can head off to the right where it looks like the seating is.
Is this where you're going to tell us about your new sponsor?
I freaking
God.
wish.
Dude,
Time for the one.
Bruce, if you were hiding a Pizza King sponsor, whew.
Now's the time. Just do it and then tell them about it later. Maybe they'll give you something.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Get your own get the coffee cup and duck on one of their trains.
I like it.
That'd be so cool. No, when we walk in,
Following Michael's lead here.
Michael is instantly just like, "Oh my god, this place rules." Guys, look, there's fucking trains, y'all. This is sick. God damn.
What's with the train?
I don't know. What's the king the pizza of? Or what's the pizza the king of? I don't know. This place is cool. He's the king of trains.
I don't trust the trains. This place is suspicious. Maybe it was Pizza King.
You're suspicious. No. All right, everybody, calm down. It's just trains. All right, trains and pizza, which is awesome, but game face.
Where are you going? Which way are you heading?
I'm gonna look around real quick.
Okay.
Do I see anybody that looks barren-y?
Well, you don't see anyone at all. It looks like, lights are barely on. No, you don't see a single person inside of this restaurant.
Okay.
Apparently.
Then I'll walk up to the counter.
Okay. You walk up to the counter and you see someone that looks like they're in their male, about mid-30s. But even though a bit mid-30s, they look a little hunched over. Sort of just looks like they're doing some dishes. Their back is facing you.
All right, I'm gonna hit this gentleman with Sense the Beast.
Yeah.
See if I can catch a scent or anything like that off of that guy.
Yeah.
Believe that.
And I'll be doing Sense the Unseen at the same time.
Okay, please go ahead and roll both of those.
Does it smell strongly of pizza in here?
It does. Indeed.
Like
it
if I were to activate heightened senses, would I be penalized by the smell?
does.
Is it that strongly?
No, it's not that strong. It definitely probably. It just has this like the overall like when you work in the kitchen and you just smell of food, but there's no actual food smell. Um, you just more or less just there's nothing that has been cooked recently. It's just the overall like stench that's been put into the walls that you more or less are smelling.
I'll have that activated in case I need it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll wits and awareness for me, Benny, and you could add your dots in Auspex, because that's an Auspex power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can add your dots and Auspex to it.
Trace.
All right, do you want to willpower that? I guess DC would be 4, so if you wanted willpower, you could.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see here. We have. Michael with 4?
So I believe so, because
Yeah.
I had the willpower there and I got 2 on the other one, so yes.
4, and then we have Carter. Are you sitting at 2? Is that correct?
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
I landed on 5.
Ooh. Benny, you can hear coming from this individual. You can hear music being played very softly from them. Sort of like you can hear there's 2 distinct sounds of music coming from headphones. Their hair is a little shaggy, so you can't really see the headphones. But you can definitely tell there's headphones being played. You can also hear the hushed conversation in the back, even beyond the kitchen.
Can I make out what they're saying?
Yeah, you're just catching it. It sounds like the very end of a conversation. It just says, "Hey, it looks like someone's arrived, boss."
Tap Michael's shoulder. I think the dude over there's got the headphones in, but the Baron heard us come in, so stepping out soon, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
Unless those are the walls.
Since the beast is resisted with composure plus subterfuge, if you need that.
I do. Boom. Okay. And that lets you know.
Level of hostility,
Okay.
and whether or not they harbor any sort of beast, either like wolf or vampire.
No hostility. And no beast.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then Carter, you got 2 successes.
Yep.
You can see on this individual there's a mask that is sort of overlaying their true face.
Like with Bart and the gas station Nosferatu?
Exactly. It's you would know that as the Mask of a Thousand Faces looks like is active on this individual.
All right.
A few moments Later, a stray cat just runs in. No,
Devours entire pizza because she's fat.
exactly.
Michael will pick up that cat and say, "You're coming home with me now. You are my cat
Listen to this
now.
verbal abuse anymore.
This is my cat now."
To those of you who witnessed the spectacle of the prince ripping one of the members of Baron Anson's group, a new one in every aspect of the word, you do see him standing before you. And another individual, which both of you have seen at the Elysium. But they both walk up, very well dressed. Definitely do not fit in with the scenery that is around them. I'm assuming you are here to see Baron Anson, yes?
That would be us.
Understood. And I'm sure for security purposes you guys understand. I just need to make sure that no one has any sort of weapons on them.
Yeah. Could I check one with y'all?
Indeed.
All right. Cool. Do you want to grab it? Do you want me to hand it to you?
You can trust that you won't just open fire in a place of business.
Oh, this is a beautiful place of business, by the way. I love the trains. The trains are a great touch. And I'll reach into my coat pocket and pull out the little 38, spin it around, hand it to him like grip first.
Okay. The other individual who hasn't really said much this time, will walk up and then begin, like, sort of patting you down to make sure that there is no additional weapon on you.
Valid. What color are these guys' suits? Are they wearing matching suits?
They are indeed wearing matching suits. Looks like make and everything is exact same. But it is a currently like a dark navy blue, almost like black.
All right.
But the next individual looks over to you, Carter, and asks if you have anything or.
I assume I would know whether the etiquette on like my ceremonial dagger being considered a weapon. Probably considered a weapon, right?
It would be indeed considered a weapon. They may not know it's ceremonial, but they at least know that it is a weapon.
All right, then I will produce my dagger and hand it over. And I left the second acquisition pistols at home. That's a lot to bring to a meet.
That's fair. That is fair. Good job. You did not increase your heat for meeting. But
the night is still young.
That is fair. That is very fair. And then the second individual does through and does a pat down on you as well to make sure there is no additional weapons. Next individual that they go to is Dimitri.
I'll lift my jacket, so they can pat me down.
Okay.
Sure, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. And just to confirm, you are not trying to hide anything either. Is that true?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not secreting anything away.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Next up is Eva.
How well are they patting the other individuals down?
They are doing a very thorough pat down.
Like, just of the torso or all the way down to shoes?
All the way, like, torso, down, shoes. They're just going, like, more or less just over each exterior portion, just making sure that it is thorough.
Okay. Eva will keep her knife in her boot and just hope that they don't find it.
Okay.
But that's the only weapon that she has on her.
Okay. They go past you, and do not find your knife that you have hidden away in your boot. And then last but not least, Benny, do you have an arsenal on you, or that you are trying to hide?
A weapon? Why would I bring a weapon to anywhere near the vicinity of such a great person? I would never bring any weapons. Why would I be armed at a meeting? No. I'm just saying this while he's patting me down.
Yeah, for sure. He just sort of shakes his head as he continues his pat down, and he nods towards the other individual. And the two of them look at each other, and then they leave the weapons that were turned over at the front counter, and the guy turns around, and you can see he has a very long knife that he was holding in his hand. Not wet or anything, but it looks like it was just giving the illusion that he was doing dishes, but indeed was just holding a knife and waiting. But takes your weapons and puts them underneath the counter.
What's the dude that had the headphones in?
Mm-hmm.
That was just a human, right?
It seems so.
Yeah, to my knowledge.
And they're just still back there?
They're the ones that actually just walked up with the knife and then took your guys' weapons and put them underneath the front counter.
Okay. Just trying to get a
Yep.
track of where everyone is.
Yeah. As you guys leave the front counter area, you guys pass a couple of aisles of seating. The second row of seating does have a window or a door that looks like it is sort of like a back entrance or a side entrance to the kitchen that you guys could see in the background from the counter. And then after that second row, there's a little sign that's sort of in the middle of the aisle that says "Section Closed." They sort of just walk past it, and then into the fifth row, which is sort of like the back of this building. You walk to the left, and you guys do see a door that says "Manager's Office." They open up the door, and it is a very, very horrible makeshift throne. But nonetheless, it looks like a makeshift throne has been created, where it almost looks like they took one of the booths that had like the trains on each side and put it against a wall. So you have like little armrests that has each side of it is a train face.
Tell me that's a bad throne. That's a cool throne.
Are you the Pizza King?
Indeed. He is.
Oh my God! It's the Pizza King. Everybody bow. Show respect to this pizza baron.
No, that's Baron's Pizza.
Oh no, that's the Red Baron, isn't it?
Exactly. You see this very well dressed gentleman wearing a very vibrant purple suit. What legs sort of cross over each other as you guys enter in. Just well, Michael, you say you bring friends.
Business acquaintances.
Indeed. Do you know what these acquaintances have done?
I was given the Cliff Notes, yes, and I'm hoping, and I look at everybody, including the Baron, I'm hoping we can have a real civilized conversation around here. All right? Now, everybody play nice, because there's some stuff going on that y'all need to talk about. Said I'd get you the meeting. Congratulations, there's the meeting.
Our job is done here. It's spread outside.
I'm just going to step back and kind of like lean up against the wall and watch.
Are there any chairs, or are we just expected to stand?
There are no chairs in here whatsoever. Besides
just thrones.
Yeah.
He's not going to give.
Thrones.
He's not going to give the dude who killed his dad a chair. Come on.
He didn't know I was coming.
No chairs whatsoever.
kind of lean over to Carter and whisper, "Maybe one of you should do the talking."
This is your rodeo.
You guys need someone to talk? I don't know what to say, but I can do it.
No, it's okay. Michael was gracious enough to make this connection for us so that we could talk about how we could move forward the coterie and anarchs together in Terre Haute. We have no wish for war in Terre Haute. We want to operate and allow anarch to operate. We see no reason to fight. He thought that you might be a good person to make introductions to the right people.
He is not wrong. He's not wrong. For these introductions, what does that do for me here?
Well, is Avon fully in our territory, or is it mostly belong to Camarilla, or how does it work here? I am not sure.
As far as I'm aware of, the only cam that we have around here is smack dab in the middle of Indianapolis, inside of 465. And your little home.
So how is it that anarchs grow as a bear in your territory? How is it that you get it when you have other anarchs who is infighting allowed within your tribe, so to speak? Are you encouraged to take the land from others?
If you can hold it, you can take it.
Interesting.
Kind of like one of my coaches back in the day used to say, if you can touch it, you can catch it.
So, Karsten, yes? Or do you prefer Baron Anson?
Baron Anson, please. And you can see that he gets... Once the first name is dropped, he gets a little frustrated at it, nonetheless.
Baron Anson. Perhaps we could benefit each other. You seem like a man with a growth mindset, as am I. We both have our territories we wish to see thrive and prosper. Perhaps you help me make introductions, and I can perhaps help you to claim more territory.
We're not in the position to do so now, but I could see this working out for us in the future. But I worry as you guys have a reputation of not holding up your end of the bargain when it comes to working with barons.
Oh, you misunderstand. The gentleman who negotiated that particular deal was not a member of our coterie. He was an outside agent who was helping us to facilitate.
So, as someone who...
And it is my understanding that he did help potentially facilitate the extraction of another individual. Whether she stayed free or not is beyond his concern.
He sort of begins to sort of scan the room from left to right. Everyone can say except you, and points to you, Carter.
Okay.
I do sincerely apologize, but we do not allow your kind within my area.
Whoa! And I'll say that, like, actually.
What, you allow
I'll be in
Diablos
the
just
car.
to roam through?
not my place to say one way or another. I just thought the way you said it was a little harsh there.
So
But-
is stealing the soul of another kindred.
I mean, I'm not telling you you're wrong.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm forgetting. When did you eat somebody?
It's fine.
I'm
It'll be
not
in the
saying
car.
that in character. What's that? No, I'm not saying that in character. I literally have forgotten when.
Uh,
Has
That
it
was
been your
Bruce
time with
spilling the
us?
beans.
Yeah, that was. I think that's
Gotcha.
the first time
So it's not
we've
something
heard of
we've
that.
discussed.
no,
Understood.
no.
No, it's not been discussed.
I give Carter this very like level look, like, bro.
Has it come up? Yeah,
Bro.
that's fine. I'll wait in the car.
Dimitri will remember this.
Exactly. Press X the doubt. Appreciate it. Now that business is handled, and looking to you, Michael, while you have, so polite way to put this, no home, I would hope that you would understand that within my domain or my house that you would treat me with the respect of not speaking out of turn any longer.
You got it. My bad.
I can make introductions for you and your coterie. But to keep that a secret points to the door that Carter just left out of. That will cost extra.
So help me understand, like, how big of a deal is that typically? Like in the vampire world.
It is a very big taboo thing. I mean, obviously there are instances where a prince would allow diablerie to take place, but the effects of diablerie stain your aura, your soul, for a very long time, depending on the kindred that was devoured. So, I mean, and it probably changes from territory to territory anyway. But a lot of times it's taboo enough to feed from a kindred as like a feeding way, but to diablerizing itself is a whole new level.
So if he were to kind of spread the word that we had a diablerist in our coterie, that would be detrimental for future dealings in all likelihood.
Very good possibility.
Specifically with the anarchs, because it seems like they don't truck with that nonsense.
Yeah, it is a very good possibility.
Okay. So what were you thinking?
I have a meeting in a couple of days, and I would like you guys to attend as my security. That's it. You do
And
this.
this will not be difficult, given that we are part of the Camarilla?
They don't have to know.
It's true. I'll look at Eva. Kind of give a little shrug, like, what do you think?
Hmm. Who are you meeting with?
Someone from the tower.
And you want us to be your security.
You don't have to be in the room, but security of the building, yes. Hopefully you're not seen. But that wouldn't be a problem, would it?
I look over at Michael.
You may speak.
Yes.
I was raising my hand, so I wasn't speaking out of turn. If it would interest you, I could run your security for you to keep everybody else's here, keep their noses clean. You still get the security that you need. I'm sure you might have heard a little bit about that part of the work that I do. And then we call that all square.
Go ahead and roll manipulation plus persuasion.
Oh.
And I will roll against it.
Yeah, it's not a great pool for me. Yeah, there's no way I could.
Nope, that's actually.
That's unfortunate. I tried, gang.
I would use powers, but I don't want to fail.
I'm scared. Okay, I'll be real honest.
Within the realm of, like, politics within the Camarilla, is it considered inappropriate to do what we're doing right now?
Making deals and associating with anarchs, probably.
What's that?
Making deals and like leveraging anarch strength is definitely going to be frowned upon, especially since Camarilla has such a small footprint in the state as is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just frag this guy now and take over Avon.
Now we're talking.
What is there, like 2 guys here?
Hey, there's 3.
They took my gun.
Who needs guns?
You need a gun?
It makes me feel better.
Shit.
Could Dimitri and I step out and talk about it?
Sidebar.
We need to consult with the other member of our coterie, and he's in the car. We will not be gone long. I know your time is valuable.
It is.
Would you grant us 5 minutes?
That I can do.
I'll set a timer on my watch and head out the door. Okay, I don't know if there's a gas station close enough by.
This would be the perfect opportunity.
Just sneak back into the ovens and turn up on all the gas stoves.
There actually is, if you wanted to know, there's the main road of 36 that's right next to the parking lot, and on the other side there is a BP gas station that is right on the other side. In theory, not saying you should, but there is a gas station within eyesight.
Intimidation is a tactic to move these thin blood down.
If you set fire to this absolute masterpiece of human ingenuity and pizza, Michael will never forgive you. There's certain lines you just don't cross. Pizza is one of his.
Pizza King.
Pizza is a touchstone.
Love it. Yeah, we'll head out and get in the car with Carter.
Yeah.
On our way out, by the way,
No, I was leaving you guys in there.
Oh, perfect.
I'll hang out. I'll talk to the Baron. I'll tell him a joke about a penguin.
I was going to use a power.
Yeah.
Nothing we got to worry about failing. I need eye contact, though.
Okay. Who are you wanting to give eye contact to?
The prince.
The Baron.
Or the Baron, obviously.
Yeah, you have it.
But if it's just, Michael and I'll just be like, so, Baron, huh? Must be a hard job.
Yo, what's the deal with being a baron over here? Like, is that like a birthright thing, or is that like
So, Dad ate the dirt, huh? That sucks.
Yikes.
Yeah. I'm rolling an unerring pursuit.
Ooh.
Should be resolve plus specs.
I heard your dad couldn't quite grease the skids, you know what I mean?
And remind, because that's a new one that we have not used before. What does that do, and what do I need to roll to resist?
It'll be against a vampire, difficulty 3.
Okay.
On a win, it lasts for 1 night plus 1 night for each success in the margin. Whenever the target sees themselves in a reflection, I can see them.
Oh. That's cool.
And a reflection
wild.
could be a mirror,
Right.
someone's sunglasses, a window pane as they walk past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their
The
phone.
target, yeah, the target can get a glimpse of the pursuer, which would be me, in their own reflection on a wits plus awareness test at difficulty 4. But only on a critical win will you recognize their face or recall where the individual saw them. So I'm going to be behind them in their reflection when they see it.
That's terrifying, and I hate it.
That's so
Thanks.
creepy.
But they'll only notice at a difficulty 4. And at a critical win, they'll recognize me.
Thanks, I hate Malkavians even more. Appreciate it.
I'm trying to decide. I'll rouse.
Yeah, rouse the blood for
I'll
it.
rouse.
And
that
y'all
blood.
are scared of Nosferatu.
It's a critical rouse.
Yep.
Means I win double, right?
No, but it did say that it failed, and it applied a new hunger, so your new hunger is 2.
I'm on it.
Okay. That power is disgusting, and I hate it. I don't know if I hate that one more than Glovebox Nosferatu's.
It's pretty bad.
As
4 successes.
Ooh.
you
So
still
that'd
need
be
to be
2 nights I can
Oh, two
see this
nights.
guy in the last reflection that he saw himself. And with some other tests, I can recognize that location.
Okay,
So
that's such a cool power. What level Auspex power is that?
2.
What?
Yeah. This is really cool because it's not really. I can't see them in like real time and like listen to conversations or anything. I can just see where their last location was, more or less.
Okay. Okay, so that's
also
2
cool.
nights. Yeah, no, that's
Also good for hunting people
Yeah, well,
or maybe getting dirt for extortionism.
exactly. Now we're talking. Okay, so 2 nights. If you want to make a note of that, somewhere on your sheet.
Oh, I need a rouse for that power. Also, I didn't do that.
Oh, another 10. You're insane on these rouse.
Rolling hot. Rolling hot.
Okay. So the coterie is back out in the car with Carter.
I'll get in and be like, okay, we're on clock. Situation, he says he back us up, but because you ate somebody who you shouldn't have eaten, he's threatening to like expose that and make problems for us. Thanks for that, by the way. And in
That
order
was
for him
legal.
not to do so, he wants us to provide bodyguard duty for his meeting with someone from the tower.
Who from the tower?
He didn't say.
We
Seems
didn't
like
ask.
important information.
Might have been, but who cares who it is from the tower?
It's bad either way.
Well, if it's somebody we know from the tower, we might be able to explain why we're working for an anarch.
We
If it's
know
somebody we
everyone from the
don't-
tower.
If it's somebody we have a good relationship with, we might be able to explain it away. But if it's somebody who's trying to get rid of us anyway, like this is all they need to say we're anarchs now.
Who do you trust from the tower?
Bart.
So that's the only one.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if it's anybody else, then we should say no.
I mean,
But I also
we should. It could get very messy. That's. Am I reading that right, storyteller? Right, the us working for the anarchs could be hugely problematic.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are in a tough place where both both choices are not or could be perceived as horrible for you. It just more or less depends on if you're trying to be horrible for Anarchs or be horrible for Camarilla.
Do we have
Okay.
count on offer?
I mean, he's the baron of a pizza restaurant who sits on a throne made out of trains. This guy can fuck right all the way off. I mean,
We need him to make introductions in Terre Haute.
And we need to not.
he
Get you
runs
into
a
trouble
pizza
either.
restaurant. Who's he going to introduce us to? The guy who runs the McDonald's?
Hey, that could be important.
If it greases the skids, yes.
Oh my goodness, that phrase. You're using it too
Just
much.
saying.
Dimitri.
Let's
fun to
let's
say.
offer him a Denny's, and he's moving up in the world.
Quit making me laugh. We're on clock, Carter.
Okay, so we could potentially do this security job, but not actually do anything if problems
You know,
were to come up between them, right?
we do have all
We could
that
just
second
vanish.
Inquisition, all the second Inquisition body armor and helmets and stuff.
You want us to show up in Second Inquisition body armor?
We did it once already at the tower. It freaks people out as shit, but I mean, it was pretty funny.
You're right, that was funny.
But
Um,
it allows us to conceal ourselves, so it makes it easy for us not to be seen.
could we somehow make that body armor not look so Second Inquisition-y and do our own?
We could
Something.
hit it with some spray paint or something.
Yeah, so then it doesn't scare people. Carter? They don't have to see our faces.
I don't think it's gonna play out that way.
I mean, I don't think so, but I'm hopeful, and at this point it's about protecting you.
I'm fine.
It's not
It's
about
not-
necessarily protecting you. It's once word gets out that you eat vampires, it's going to be a problem for all of us.
Yes.
Oh, only with the Anarchs. And we've got bigger concerns of things they might find out than that.
Why do you say only the Anarchs?
Well, it's part of a blood hunt. It's fine in the can.
Oh, okay, you could have said that at the beginning.
Nobody asked. Also,
Because
we
we're
didn't
on a
really want to
time
get into
crunch.
the specifics of who I ate, all right? So, I mean, it would have been bad company.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
still-
okay. So, we doing this or what? Clock's ticking.
Yeah, you guys are about
Ugh.
do we want to get more info from the Anarchs or just scratch it and do our own shit?
If we do our own shit, we go to war, and Carter did not want to do this.
We have two other
I'm-
kindred. We could do
Again, he sits on a throne made of trains and runs a pizza restaurant. I feel like we could take him.
What about the other Baron that you had a problem with?
Well, he was less rude.
TikTok.
I mean, if that's what we got to do, then that's what we got to do. I feel like there's probably some better play, but I can't be in there to try to talk for it. So,
Well, we could try
I
to
mean-
talk for you. If it's a fast one. You got a minute left.
Hey, wait.
I mean, we're not bodyguards, right? I don't know if he knows, but when we took down the second damn Inquisition, right? We're not here to be his lackeys. If he has a real problem, he can call us. But I don't think we should set the expectation that this is the shit we do for small favors.
I
Okay,
can go with that.
sounds good. I'll throw the door open. That's when the crunchy rock rhythm hits. Open the trunk. There's the AR-15.
Oh, are we going? Let's go.
This is what we're fucking doing now!
Can I hear them?
Nope.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We'll go inside.
Time to
Whatever
take
you-
over Pizza King.
Yo, but for real though.
That's when I said, "Tell me what you know, or I'm burning this bookstore down."
How did
Oh,
you
you guys
know?
are in.
How did you know Michael's ambition? Become the Pizza King
We
king.
gotta get rid of the throne, though. That throne is ridiculous.
The throne stays. The throne needs more
Fine.
trains.
Pizza boxes would
We'll come
probably
back in
burn
the
up real
room.
quick.
Very.
Okay, yeah. So we talk. We don't think that's going to work for us.
Understood.
So you got something else in mind, or is this a, how you say, deal breaker?
I mean, I'll still make the introductions. That's no problem.
Okay. I mean, he's cool with it. We're cool with it. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's the kind of games we're playing. It's the kind of games we're playing. You know what I mean? The cards fall where they may.
It's a lot of cards to pick up, but I will make a call.
I picked up for you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
So yeah, whenever you're ready, when you need our help, you just give us a jingle.
Be happy to. All right. Go.
Rock and roll.
I have things to do.
Certainly, your time is very. I'll look around the back room. Important.
I will have for my contact. Is there a person I should have them reach out to or meet you at?
You've got Michael's contact information. Have them contact him. He can act as our intermediary.
Will do. All right. He sort of dismisses you as he begins to get on his phone.
As everybody else leaves, I'd like to hang back for just a second and go, now, Baron, I'd love to apologize for any sort of overstepping anything there. I'm very sorry, very rusty at these kinds of things. But we'll say, if you have any need, you know how to get in touch with me. Very affordable. So keep that in mind, all right?
Very well. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. I love this place. This is such a cool aesthetic. I love it. Well done. And then I'll leave.
All right. As you guys are leaving, Benny, you get a vision as he looks at his phone and sees a reflection.
Did I mention that obfuscate powers don't work? So I'd probably see his true face.
Well, for the Baron's not hiding what his true face is.
Oh, that's someone
No,
else.
just the person who is more or less just the front was.
Okay.
You guys are able
So
to
what-
go ahead and pick up your weapons from the check counter without any sort of issue. So, what would you guys like to do next? You guys heading back to Terre Haute?
You guys think that went well?
It could have went better.
was about to say the exact same thing.
But, we talk. It's not worth giving up so much to someone like that.
Carter, it's good to know you have a taste for kindred. Please do not direct your desires towards Mysel.
If I could be so bold, Carter, what's it like? Well, that's a really personal question, but I mean, like, never met anybody who's ever done that before.
It looks like you're muted, Carter.
Oh, yes, you have. You definitely have. You just didn't realize it.
I don't know if that makes me feel any better. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. So, real quick, in that meeting, I was trying to set up a spot for y'all to be able to avoid having to do the thing, and I would have just, done the thing for you, and you could have kept Carter's secret a secret. Is that not something that we wanted to do?
He did not seem interested.
Yeah.
Well, that would have worked, but no, I mean, I appreciate that y'all would do that for me, but certainly it's a secret to keep, but it's not in the Camarilla. It's not, it's not like they're gonna get the prince mad at us or anything. And I just can't see how all of us working for the Anarchs in a meeting with the Tower would work at all.
See the logic.
I mean, if I'm going to choose a leader of a territory, I'm going to obviously go with the Prince of Indianapolis over some lowly Baron of Avon. The Pizza King.
So, Benny, do you believe that? I'm asking some hard-hitting questions
King
here.
of Pizza? No, I don't think that man's ever tasted pizza in his entire...
No.
life.
What I'm saying, the way you said that made me feel a little bit like you're a little performative in the way you said it.
Me? Performative?
I mean,
Everything I say is true.
all right. So, I have no horse in this race on either side. That's why I'm asking.
Racing horse? Where?
I'm over all of the conversation that I've had with you this evening.
As you guys continue on your trip back to Terre Haute, it is still snowing rather hard the entire way there and back. But
I like to keep the car at like a 55.
oh, you're the worst. But as you guys,
Just so you know, Bruce, I'm sitting in the back, and I'm obviously keeping a very, very, very sharp eye behind us,
yeah,
seeing if we're being tailed. I just, paranoia.
of course.
There's too many paranoid people in this car.
There's more paranoid people than before Ben even got here.
Don't mind the tires, they like to talk shit.
What? As you guys get maybe about 10 minutes away from your guys' bookstore, Michael, you receive a text message from Baron Anson with an address and a time that's in roughly about an hour.
Damn. Answer works fast. Address in an hour. Y'all good for that?
Where's the
Let's
address?
swing by, take a look.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to cover me on the gas? This is back and forth. I'm like already down half a tank.
Consider it asshole tax.
You didn't get staked this evening.
you get to live to see another moonrise. Is that where we're going with this one?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check the address. Just a quick Google Maps.
Yeah.
Pizza King.
It's not a Pizza King.
I was going to say, when we have
it is a restaurant, though.
when we have a moment, I'll also
It
look
is.
at the location.
It's a Shoney's.
It's a Burger King.
I can recognize
It's a
the
king
different
thing.
crowns.
We're gonna go talk
Oh,
to
wow.
the Burger King.
Exactly.
Nowhere near as cool as the Pizza King.
No, not at all. That guy rips. He
Uh,
doesn't, but the title does.
as you guys get back, like I said, with about 10 minutes away, there's roughly about this time, Benny, that your cobweb begins to sort of flow back, and multiple people are saying Anson's untrustworthy, dangerous, hot-headed.
I'll send out Sons of Malka stick together. It's like a total brotherhood of Malkavians. You wouldn't know about it.
Of course.
I have a Malkavian friend. They're from Canada. You wouldn't know them.
And as you rattle that off into the cobweb, it sort of amplifies. You heard maybe like one or two voices talking about Anson, but as you sort of rattle that off, the phrase is repeated back to you, but like tenfold.
Didn't expect that. Guess we really do. It's just nice to talk to somebody, you know?
Nice to know somebody
Bro,
gets
who the
it.
fuck are you talking to?
Oh, sorry. Was that out loud?
It's all been out loud.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yeah. They tell me we shouldn't trust Ansel. So,
Well, it's a good thing we talked to Anson then.
Ansel. You know, maybe pretty sure they said Anson. How many Ansels and Ansons are there in Indiana? You know? So
Probably a lot.
it's probably the one we
Google's-
just talked to.
Google says at least 2.
Oh dear lord.
I'm just saying we shouldn't trust this guy.
Okay,
Call it a
Do you want me to call in my favor with Bart? See what we can get on Anson.
what do we need on Anson? We know he's untrustworthy. We don't know who we're going to meet. Potentially, it's probably just a setup.
Can I concentrate on his location?
You can, indeed. Pulling up.
His reflection, I should say.
Yeah, you absolutely saw his reflection last inside of his throne room, based off of his phone that he saw. His reflection, excuse me.
Just looking up, like, yeah, I don't know why he doesn't have a shirt on.
So you. Yeah, okay, so you don't actually get to see. For never nice user get view glimpses of the target and the environment.
You should do it. You should give me all the information.
Yeah, for sure. As you concentrate on it, you see at this point, it just looks like the ceiling, because the reflection is on the phone, which looks like it is currently placed somewhere. But as you're concentrating on it, you see a new reflection pop up. It looks like it's eye level. But you just see that he's having a conversation with someone.
but I can still recognize that it's at Pizza King.
Yeah, it's same location. It just looks like it's maybe a different angle. Same room. You can see the horrible throne behind him. And then you can see the reflection is swaying slightly. Before, in a fraction of a second, the reflection gets closer and gets like you can't see his face any longer. As someone, as the reflection backs away slowly, you can just see Anson staked to his chair. But it was supernatural speed.
Great. 2 days I get to look at a dead body.
You guys go ahead and drive around the address that was given to you guys.
I'll let the group know about the information I received.
I like it. I like it.
Wait, what?
Guys,
Hold on, what?
Anson's been staked. I don't know how to tell you this. I did a thing. I could see him through reflections, and his reflection is telling me he is staked at the pizza.
Michael, call his number.
Yeah.
No, just turn around and go back. Just go back.
It's an hour drive.
Why do we want to turn around?
So we can unstake him.
Why do
Call
we
his number. I'm
care?
interested if someone picks up.
A boon
I'm
for
on-
a steak.
Seems useful.
I'm on board for unstaking this guy. Unstaking somebody? That's got to be worth something, right?
Exactly.
We unstake him. If he doesn't want to give anything, just put the stake right back
Stake
in.
him again.
I'm on board. Yeah, I'll give that number a call again.
Okay. YOLO.
Hi, you don't sound like the owner of that phone.
I am now.
Where'd you get that phone, bud?
Someone who didn't need it any longer. You asking a lot of questions.
I am. I'm about to ask you one more.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
mouthing speakerphone.
Yeah, I'll turn the speaker on. Can I get your name? I'll give you mine. My name's Michael. How are you? You having a good evening?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, cool. So now I've given you information about me, so maybe you give me some information about you.
How's your macaw?
Glorious. Why do you want to know about Lil Michael?
I just gave you information about me.
All right.
Ask him if he's like dead.
Yeah. So the guy that you got that phone from, is he like done, or is he just like kind of done?
He's just hanging out.
Okay. And reasoning behind it? Random act of violence?
You'll see.
It looks like you're trying. You're bad at being John Cena. I don't. So,
Ask him for proof of unlife.
that's a really broad question and one to really be tough to be discreet about.
Have him point the camera. Show us that he's still, like, not Ash.
Yeah.
Do I
Would you-
recognize the voice, Bruce?
No, you do not recognize this voice.
Do I recognize the voice if it's somebody who knows about Lil Michael?
No.
All right, it's not
Does
like
Little Michael know the voice?
Yes, Lil Michael know the voice. Lil Michael ain't here.
Little Michael would have known. No.
Damn it!
It is Little Michael.
Exactly, he is.
It is little Michael.
Oh, shit.
It's my arch
What
nemesis,
even
Johnny.
feed that parrot?
It's my arch nemesis, Johnny Macaw. He's not down for the fact that I have a macaw in Indiana in the winter. He's a tropical birds, damn it. Hey, would you be able to give us proof that our guy is just hanging around?
I didn't realize
Phrasing.
Camarilla had guys that were Anarch. It's bold.
I would say that statement is boldly untrue in every facet of that, pertaining to everyone that you are referring to.
Yeah. I don't think Carter, Eva, Dimitri, or Benny, for that matter, would have... Maybe they would. He's here if you need him.
Okay. Are you still there?
For now. I'm about to leave the door open for him, though, so I'm sure he'll get a nice tan in about 6 hours.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm like looking to everybody else in the group, like anything at all. All right. Have a great evening. Enjoy the new phone. You earned it.
Ask him what his name is.
I've already done that.
Right before the line disconnects, he just goes, 1. And hangs up.
What? All right, there, conspiracy
shit?
theorists. Get to work. What the hell does that mean?
Obviously, one
Ow.
strike. 3 strikes, you're out.
Who could possibly know that all of us are together? We met Benny like 15 minutes before we left for this excursion.
Oh
Maybe
my
the-
god, y'all make everything way more complicated. Your reputation is real.
It's not our fault. We didn't do shit.
Good lord. If we get back to your bookstore and Lil Michael is no longer Lil Michael, we're gonna have words.
The only person that knew where I was the person that told me to go there.
Who was that?
I don't know.
I think you're overthinking things. You have to remember this. We went there. We were parked in front of building. If someone was watching building, they would see us go in. They would see us come out.
But
Why
that
would
would
they be watching
know
the
all of
building?
our names and know little Michael?
I mean,
Well,
I-
that's a little harder to explain.
It's not that hard to hear through that glass. I told you once.
All right, let's go get our gear
Here's what
and let's
you
go.
can stand outside and make sure nobody listens at windows, okay?
so I want to take a step back to what Dimitri just said. I think we're overthinking it, right? Somebody's staking out the building already. They're already hanging out doing their thing. I unfortunately run a business that people know who I am. Right? So boom, that explains me. You three, people know who you are now. It's a thing. So that's not outside of the realm of possibility. Benny, I have no idea who the hell you are, so that might be the linchpin in all of this. Figure out who knows Benny. And
Well,
then,
a lot of people know Benny. Okay, Benny is pretty popular, but So I guess, yeah, if they saw me walk into the store and they recognized me from my shows, then yeah, they would know.
Or it could be as simple as they snap our pictures, send them to their network, and those people identify who we are, and they want to make us feel creepy, and they know that you truck with little Macaw. You introduce him to everyone. Hey guys, this is little Michael. 5 seconds in the door. It's
Yeah.
not like it's big secret.
It's not, but I love that bird. You have to understand
I'm
that.
not saying little Michael is awesome. I like little Michael a lot. I'm just saying it's not like big secret.
True.
I mean, it could
That's a
be
fair
he's
point.
really scary motherfucker, but otherwise he could just be some jackass who's well connected.
I mean, if the dude just knew my name, that's one thing, but like specifically asking me about the bird, that's another way in on that conversation. That's like, do you know it's 2 a.m. Do you know where your bird is? You know what I mean?
It's a little bit threatening.
Yeah.
Well, we've got time to swing by the place. We need to get some stuff anyways. Then we go back over.
We're gonna save the Baron before sunrise, or turn the
I think that's the plan.
Yeah. Order operations. Bookstore. So like 1, bookstore, 1A, get gear. 2, go to new meeting.
No, skip that meeting.
Skip that meeting.
We're working on
We
the
gotta
clock.
get
We got an
Anson.
hour there. We got to get him unstaked. Probably got to kill some people over there. Then we got to get back home to get to sleep before the sun rises.
That's fair. That's fair.
We can split.
We could split.
Hell no. If this
split,
big
go
bad
back
to
motherfucker, we
Indianapolis.
want everybody present.
I say we
Yeah,
just split,
no.
go back to Indianapolis. We don't need a new domain. I mean, I'm not even a part of this coterie. I don't know why I'm saying we.
Yeah, that's a really good question. You were told by somebody that you have no idea who it is that, like, hey, you need to go check that place out.
Hey, it's no different from you. At least you know who told you, and
I
that you're
got-
going to pay for it. But
Yeah, mine's a job. Yours is.
mine's a job too. I just have anonymous sources.
Are you getting paid?
Nah, he's important. Benny's
Eventually.
important. We need Benny around.
Benny's important.
I knew the guy
Yeah.
got staked.
You know what? That's not.
That's a very valid. That's a very
that's
valid point.
valid point.
I know things. Lots of things. Some things aren't real, but some things are real.
I'm a little upset that like the throne of like weird dude who does magic is kind of like in and out being split by somebody else.
It's not really magic. It's just
I mean, it's
it's like
absolutely
a sixth
magic.
sense.
Yeah, that's based in science.
Science.
Science
What do you
Exactly.
rules.
What do you know?
Who sent you, science man?
With that being said, that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up tonight's episode. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. If you guys are new here, this is our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, Indy by Night. We stream every single Tuesday, so make sure to come back next week, where we will have a very interesting episode, to say the least. But yes, make sure to go here. If you guys are going to Gen Con, our Thursday table of We Run the Night, our Shadowrun group, is doing a live play at Gen Con. So if you have the pass, you're going to be there. Go ahead and get some snacks and tickets. Come hang out, meet the cast. It's going to be a good, goofy time. I have wrote what I believe is going to be the Gen Con episode, and I'm very, very excited for it, to say the least. But otherwise, this is going to be uploaded to podcast and YouTube on Monday. So if you guys listen to the YouTube or the podcast version, make sure to go check that out. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week on another episode of Indy by Night. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.